And we are live. Good morning, crypto warriors, and welcome back to Gentlemen of Crypto episode. What episode is 1240? Today is Monday, October 28th, 2024. And I'm King here to bridge the gap between the community and crypto. And today's top stories: Trump election odds near 67% as Polymarket Whale bets another 2 million. Etherscan releases version 2 beta, unifies API for over 50 blockchains. Solana flips Ethereum and daily fees surpasses 2.5 million in 24 hours. Coinbase introduces base agent for creating AI agents in 3 minutes. And fake curve finance app scams users and tops global finance charts. That and much more. But of course, first, voice and foremost, let's go ahead and take a quick look at these prices, see what type of price action we had over the weekend. Money was made, money was spent, things happened, the market marketed per usual, but let's go ahead and take a quick peek. All right, boom, bring that up. Bitcoin's coming in at 68,882. Woo, up 1.92% on the 24-hour clock. Ethereum at $2,517, up 1.42%. Number 4, BNB, $594, up 1.55%. Number 5, Solana, $174, down 0.89%. Number 7, XRP at 51 cent, up 0.68%. Number 8, Dogecoin at 14 cent, up 6.11%. 9, Tron at 16 cent, down 1.09%. And number 10, rounding out the top 10, is Toncoin, $4.97, up 1.09%. So those are your top 10 coins. Fear and greed in it actually went down, which is surprising to me. It went down to 54. That's super surprising because it wouldn't shock me to see an event happen in the next few weeks and see that shoot up to a smooth 75 to 80. It should not be that low when the price is at $68,000, just a few $1,000s shy of our all-time high and just sitting there sideways. So for it to be neutral, then that is kind of like the psychology of the market, right? When things are actually happening that you should be paying attention to and buying into, that's when people are ignoring it. And then when nothing's happening, that's when you're actually getting people paying attention. So that is the way of the market. Bitcoin dominance right now is at 58.47%, looking healthy. Ethereum dominance is at 13.01%. Those are your prices on the day. Really quick, shout outs. What's going on? No Cap, Patrick Walter, Chloe Dior, JB, Crypto. Oh, Crypto Yo. Is he? Hilarious. Oh, well. Hyben, Smitty Farms, Les Square, Naja. Hey, Naja, what's going on? Make sure you give a shout out to Naja Roberts in the house. Crypto and Focus, Satoshi Slim. No Cap. Does anyone still actually use BSC? I really never use BSC outside of like just some projects, like small testing things, because it was just so known to be like rife with scams personally. 5252 Crypto, much appreciate the tip. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me see. I got to look at this thumbnail real quick because I didn't even realize this. Oh, hilarious. That's the automatic thumbnail. Thanks for pointing it out. See, this is all the stuff in the background. I'm trying to recheck and check, but I'm not sending this email to myself. But thank you for that, for pointing that out. I do need to go and change that. Let's see. Crypto and Focus said last time this year, Ethereum dominance was 18%. All right, there we go. El Dabno L, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, you know what? I saw an article. I wasn't gonna really go into it, and I'm not, but the article essentially was saying that this next year and stuff, don't expect, or not even next year. I think they were saying moving forward, don't expect super cycles from altcoins. Now that I would disagree with. There's always a new project, a new altcoin that's capturing the attention. So that market will always be there. I think. I honestly do believe, like, it's the lottery, people. The lottery will always be the lottery. So like, this is, it made so much money, it's done so well, and it still is with certain altcoins. I mean, who knows if it's gonna be a scam or not, whatever. I've been paying attention, but like the SUI thing. So these altcoins and some of these projects are making so much money, it's not going to stop anytime soon, as in the next 10 to 15 years. So that's kind of going to be here, right? I disagree with, like, there won't be a super cycle. Now I will agree that it might decrease the amount. You might not get 70 projects that are going to all put you in the triple digits or whatever. It might only be like, no, this year you only might get 3 to 5 or 10 or something. I can see it being condensed a bit, but I don't think it's going to totally go away. So with that being said, I do expect things like even Ethereum dominance and some of these other projects to start to decrease, even to the point where Ethereum, it wouldn't surprise me in the next few years that stop being a whole ticker thing or more were added. So if you're going to have Ethereum dominance, maybe they have Solana dominance, or they just get rid of Ethereum in general. And I think, with articles like today where they're talking about Solana overtaking Ethereum when it comes to their daily volume, where we'll talk about that, or their fees, things like that make it appealing to investors and people trying to make their money. A lot of people are in the market for that. We can't forget that. All right, let's see. Top story of the day. Trump is in the news in the crypto news cycle. Oh my goodness, where is it? There it is. It went toward the end. Trump election odds near 67% as Polymarket Whale bets another $2 million. Now, I'll say this. Some years ago, back in 2016, I actually predicted, and I wrote about it too, why I thought Trump was going to win and what would happen to the market. It actually paid off. It was like one of those bets that paid off. I would say this time around, I haven't paid enough attention to the election in general. I've been paying attention to the crypto topics and the crypto side of the house, but I haven't paid attention to the general election. So at this point, I couldn't even guess, right? I don't know. I don't know who's going to win or lose or whatever. I'm saying all that to say, just off my perception and what I've been hearing, I still be outside. So my ears stay to the streets, people. I'm still outside. I hear people. But what I generally heard was that it seemed like Kamala had a grasp on things because of some things that may have been said or not been said in interviews or whatever, and some of the policies Trump trying to push now. There are a lot of people I've been hearing that still may be making a push toward Trump as well, which was surprising to different outlets I read about and listened to apparently. But I say all that to say, on the crypto side of the house, it looks like it is official that the market is going to be gearing themselves toward Trump. I know we've had people in this market donate to both sides of the parties or whatever, supported different candidates. Some have even ran themselves. But this Trump election odds near 67% as Polymarket Whale bets another $2 million. So this isn't the first time, but Polymarket Whales are betting tens of millions of dollars on a Trump victory on November 5th, which could be more accurate than traditional polls, according to Elon Musk. Now, who's Elon Musk but another private citizen from another country who bought his way into a narrative talking point into our country somehow? No. But seriously, that's not the end all say all, but I will say, looking at the numbers of things, looking at people who are putting their money where their mouth is and actually betting on this thing, that would hold some strong assertions for sure. I would concede to that. Let's see. A mysterious Will continues to bet on his victory in the upcoming presidential election November 5th. His odds to win the presidential election surpassed 66.3% on the leading DeFi or decentralized predictions market on October 28th, according to Polymarket data. You can kind of see it here where the different percentages are, which states are going which way, so on and so forth. And see, this is where it's interesting at. Well, I would say I don't know. Places like North Carolina are interesting because, yeah, you definitely got a lot of Trump supporters, but you definitely have a lot of Kamala supporters there too. So for it just be like, granted, a lighter red, is it still truly a full red state? I don't know. I haven't been in a while. You all let me know. The mysterious Will has spent a total of $7.22 million on Yes shares, according to on-chain intelligence firm Look On Chain, which wrote about this on October 28th X post. You can see it right here. The Yes shares of Donald Trump winning the U.S. election with the unrealized profit of $256,000. Again, I am not going to get into the politics of who you should be voting for, blah, 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 whatever. I'm always about making sure you're strengthening yourself mentally, physically, and everything else. So you don't need to rely on any candidate or any party or anybody else for anything. But I will say, just from a financial standpoint, why am I talking about this? Why does this matter in the crypto market? Like I said, this isn't hearsay. I kind of guessed on this back in 2016. And if you're positioned in the market the right way, it is a win. Like, it is a quick win for you if you're positioned the right way. So again, who knows who's going to win, right? Time will tell. But whoever you're betting on, if you're doing that and basing your portfolio or percentage of your portfolio off it in the market on platforms like Polymarket or possibly other platforms, where you're just doing good old fashioned, that's funny, I'm about to say, it's good old fashioned like margin trading or whatever, where you're saying, hey, maybe I'm just betting on the price of Bitcoin itself. I'm not betting on who's going to win. I'm betting that there will be volatility no matter what. That's a good bet to place right there. Now, the scary part about it is, that volatility can go either way. But yeah, I mean, there's different ways to kind of place your bets, quote unquote, so to say, in the markets, and this is one way to do it. But that's why this is important as far as who wins from our point of view. It's that, of course, it may shape crypto legislation. However, I think both sides of the parties are going to kind of be crapping on crypto as they always been. But when it comes to your actual portfolio, then yes, there are real plays in this market to be made. So the poly market, and again, this year I'm not even partaking in it because I haven't paid enough attention. So I'll be shooting myself in the foot trying to do it at this point. But with only 7 days into the 2024 U.S. presidential election, decentralized prediction markets can offer more accurate predictions than traditional polling systems, according to billionaire Elon Musk. The poly market odds flipped in Trump's favor on October 4th, marking a sharp reversal from September. And I would say that's around the time I started actually hearing my perception changing from who may win. And right now, I'm telling you, some of the things people have been saying is like, okay, it's starting to sound like 2016 again, but I don't know. By October 12th, Trump was leading by over 10 points, Cointelegraph reported. Let's see. So it looks like, of course, people are trying to guess who this will is. That's pretty tough to do, but everybody's looking. You can see the bet amounts here. The markets is being traded in, volume being traded, so on and so forth. P&L, $267,317. So this is really happening. This is on Polymarket as well. And yeah, this is pretty cool though. I mean, I like to see, this is where I'm like, I think low-key this is illegal in the US anyway to like bet on an election. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I do like the fact that you have this freedom to do this. This is online. You can do it. They said this is a decentralized platform. If it truly is decentralized, I haven't used it. If somebody in the comments has used, let me know. But if it truly is decentralized, you should be able to place these bets and withdraw your capital directly to your wallets. So there's no middlemen, there's no banks, there's no governments, there's no I mean, depending on what country you're at, it depends on your tax rules, I guess, whatever. But I mean, that's, you have to forward that out there. But it's literally straight to you, as it should be. There's no middleman to say, oh, you bet Trump or Kamala was going to win and they won, and you just won $10,000 off that bet. Well, let me get your paperwork and we're going to write this and give us 2 days and then give us 3 days and it's 24 hours. No, 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 no. You're going to get that direct to your, I'm assuming, account on the platform, and you just swap it on over to your wallet if it is truly decentralized. And I give it to some of the poly teams in general if it's a part of the same branch. I'm not positive, but if it is, or that same tree, I should say, if it's a branch of the same tree, the poly tree, they've been doing pretty good with decentralized stuff. I've done a lot of business through some of their platforms if it's the same tree. So I would trust that platform to do that. So that's pretty cool to see. Let me see. Anything else going on in this story? You see a bunch of wallets, a lot of people throwing money at this, and everybody's trying to guess who this person is. My guess is, who is this? A political bettor, Doomer, told Cointelegraph, my guess is it is a true believer who is very rich and trying to make a big bet. He's getting more confident as the price go higher and is in a confirmation bias loop where new information keeps increasing his confidence. That's true. But like I said, you never know until you know. Pretty cool to see. Shout out to Poly Market, the most prominent decentralized betting platform, they're saying. There we go. Dominate the market with over 99% market share as of September. That's kind of scary, though, that they have a monopoly, because we've seen this before where if one platform goes down, everyone money goes down with it. So I don't like that they have the 99% market share on it. Let's go ahead. Like, I don't even care if it's a carbon copy. Let's get some more let's get some competition in there a little bit, just to make it safer. Let's see, what do we got going on in the comments? The event will be the election. I agree with you, Jake. Oh, okay. All right, Jake. All right. That's fair. 1 week from now, Jake said we could see that extreme volatility I just mentioned. I want to say yes in a way, but I think like we just had, when I say we just, I mean not just, but the last few cycles was what, Obama, Trump. I mean, really, you want to go back, Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden. I don't know. I feel like, and am I missing anybody? Let me know. I just off the top of my head, but I feel like they're so polarizing. Each one was so polarizing and so different. Like we've been shaketh. And I know a lot of people are saying like, yeah, like a black woman, how different it would be or whatever, just the psychological and the perception and everything in America. I think that will only lasted like 48 hours because again, this is what like we really haven't had a true leader as a president yet. We've had politicians. What I mean is like a true leader, like the type of ownership and leadership to get all three houses of government, branches of government on the same page to really move things in like an expeditious fashion. And everybody's like, we haven't had that. We've had politicians, and politicians have to play the party lines of both lines. They haven't been able to say, I want everything done my way and it's going to work like this. Obama wasn't able to do it. Biden, Trump wasn't able to do it. Like no, Bush wasn't. Well, he kind of did with weapons of mass destruction, but by and large, most of the recent presidents haven't been able to just like we're going to do it like this. So I'm saying that to say, whoever wins, I don't think it'll be any different. Right, the first 24, 48 hours it might be this big hoorah, this, that, or other, and then as it'll be business as usual. They're still politicians. They're not like true leaders trying to take our country in a serious direction. They're more or less playing the game, all of them. So I don't think it'll be that volatile after 48 hours. I could be wrong. We shall see. But I don't know. I do know a lot of people. His almost exploded a couple elections ago. So we'll see. I might be wrong on that too. Jake said 70K today. What we think? I think it'll be sideways, 70K for the weekend or by Halloween. That the Halloween spirit gonna have people, that drinking gonna be going on. It's gonna be some Bitcoin buying later at night. Let's see what else we have. It's still up October. That's true. It's 68. Solana is the best chain for e-commerce, says no cap. Kamal about to go on Uncle Shay Shay podcast. That's hilarious. I can see that happening with some hot sauce too or something. Jake said Trump win is 250K Bitcoin price. VP Bitcoiner, RFK Bitcoiner, his kids coiner or shit coiners, Elon Musk Bitcoiner and Doge coiner. All right. I don't know, 250. 110, 150 is fair. Again, like I said, he's still gonna be in the government. They're still gonna be tapping his shoulder too. Like the bank's gonna be like, oh, wait, my boy. Unless you're all in on Bitcoin, which he is not, you may want to relax a little bit. Then he'll have to make that decision to say, am I gonna keep my money in banks or Bitcoin? And that will be an event within itself. Let's see. Janine Hayes, what's going on? I just need this sheep to pump so I can die happy. Hilarious. Chris Minka said, let's see. Here is no real support. There's no margin of error in the polls, just margin of bias. Right. I've been, like I said, I've been hearing some stuff. I've been hearing some things. Who had that chicken Big Mac from McDonald's? Hey, let's get a coin name after it, Jake. Let's get those coins going. Let's see. All right. You all talking about which side wants to do what with crypto. This is what I'm talking about. Who is going to do what for crypto? That is what I am curious about. I hope we can figure it out. Now I just say I need to start getting up and on air with you at 7 a.m. Gentlemen and women in crypto. You already know. Hey, I like that, Naja. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's see. Smitty said with the rise in hash rate, miners may be trying to sell at 70K just to make expenses creating a wall or selling a wall. Creating a selling wall. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of stuff in the background that's going on. The minor expenses for those who aren't paying attention have risen as well. This is what kind of balances out the market to make sure computing power, who's winning it, where is it going, so on and so forth. All the technical details are being fair or somewhat fair within the process of mining Bitcoin. And the market, like it's kind of how it works. When the price of Bitcoin is high, this is their chance to cash in as well. So I definitely agree with that. All right, let's keep it rolling. Got a lot of stories. Want to make sure I cover them and not keep you all day. Etherscan releases version 2 beta, unifies API for over 50 blockchains. This is pretty cool to read about. Etherscan, if you don't know, that's essentially an explorer to where you can see Ethereum transactions. You can just look them up, see the ID, if it's been sent successfully. You can look at wallets, how much money is in them, so on and so forth. But Etherscan's version 2 API beta unifies access to more than 50 EVM compatible networks, simplifying development and increasing efficiency. That's right. Etherscan, a blockchain explorer and analytics provider, has introduced its version 2 application programming interface API update, a significant upgrade to simplify multi-chain development. The beta release of Etherscan version 2 allows developers to access data across 50 Ethereum virtual machine compatible blockchain networks using a single API key. Of course, that's the authentication you would probably use for that wallet or actual transaction or whatever. The primary change from version 1 to 2 is streamlining Etherscan's approach to multi-chain data access, which now offers a new API using a chain ID parameter. The parameter enables developers to specify the target blockchain within a single API removing the necessity for multiple API keys in differing configurations for each blockchain. Essentially, I'll say this first. Supported chains include Ethereum, BNB Smart Chain, Polygon, Arbitrum, and others, including associated testnets such as Sepolia, Gorley, and others unique to each network. Really quick. I thought I had the wrong camera up anyway. Really quick. Who called this years ago? I'm taking this one. I gotta find. I gotta figure out how to mark these old episodes the right way. I gotta mark this Etherscan in the comments. I called this. You remember what I said when we had cross atomic swaps when those finally came? And I will say, if anything, that did catch me kind of off guard. I didn't know cross atomic swaps were going to happen the way they did, or as fast as they did. For those who don't know, in this market, at least when I joined the market in 2016, you couldn't just swap from one crypto to another crypto in your wallet or whatever. It was like you had to go to Bitcoin or go to Ethereum and then buy and sell the new token. There wasn't just, I'm going to go get this token and this one. Like, that was not happening. It took some technical work to even buy the token. So then you got cross atomic swaps where they say, hey, you can swap into other cryptos, wherever Bitcoin, Ethereum to USDT to Dogecoin or whatever, right? My thing these last few years were, hey, eventually I knew the writing was on the wall. The people have been working. We're going to have cross atomic chain swaps, essentially, where now you're not just doing it per token. You can go to chain. Now, one chain, of course, they left out is the Bitcoin blockchain. People, it is coming. It's coming. Actually, I would say not only is it coming, I think it's going to be more about the Bitcoin developers if they want to actually accept everyone, or are they going to be like, nah, we don't want to dirty up. We don't want to mix. We don't want to mix races or whatever. I don't know. I try to make a funny joke out of it. It came out terrible, but that's still even more hilarious. But yeah, they like, no, we ain't mixing over here. We keeping it the same. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But essentially, to me, these are cross-chain atomic swaps that are happening right now on Etherscan at least. And this is the beta version of it, which means there's a lot more to come. So with that being said, let me actually take a look at Etherscan. Is it .com or .io? I was going to say it's .io, yeah. But here you see Etherscan right here. As they said, the second one is coming out already. That's going to be pretty cool. For those who have never seen it, latest blocks, you can check on the whole block. You can check on the actual transaction on the right. The block are the batch of transactions being housed in one spot. The transaction are the individual ones. So 11 seconds ago, 3 block confirmations is almost gone. Somebody sent $157, right? And this is what we also mean by this stuff is pseudo anonymous, to where, yes, if the police was want to track somebody, they would just find the wallet ID from right here they'll track the wallets and they can find out everything about you. This wallet right here has done a few transactions. You can see with a balance of $4,758. So that's all it is. The Explorer itself. And again, they'll be adding a new version to where they can see, or they can interact with other blockchains instead of just Ethereum. So that's gonna be pretty cool. What else do we have going on in the comments real quick? Be careful with leverage. Open interest is high. A lot of leverage in the system. Long squeeze is more likely before the short squeeze. Not only that, with the leverage, people, it is about to get so crazy. You got to understand, these exchanges are definitely involved in the derivatives play on the traditional side. So we're talking about Bitcoin ETF options. We already saw they were involved in the futures game. But yes, like, why wouldn't, if I'm a hedge fund manager or a banker or something, and we have ETFs, Bitcoin ETFs, and now Bitcoin ETF options, I'm calling an exchange that essentially people don't realize, like FTX and everything else, that they signed all their crypto money over to. And I'm like, hey, let's make the deal. You give me 40 million in Bitcoin right now. We'll put the options in. We won't give you your money back right now, because that's not the traditional sector's scam. I'm gonna say it, game, but and then they'll run the play. The options will come back and people buy into them. They'll put the firefighters fund into them. They'll put the police fund. I just saw a article today that says like 90-something% of options or Bitcoin ETFs are from retail market. I'm like, that's because, once again, you have the likes of BlackRock and everyone else taking an entire portfolio that they're managing, that, yes, technically it's a retail portfolio, but it's being managed by like BlackRock, and they're just swapping it over, as we talked about, to the crypto or ETF market. So they were saying, it's like, oh, it's all these retail investors. It's like, no, it's like BlackRock and VCs and wealth managers saying, hey, we're going to take our portfolio of the firefighters in New York, policemen that we already have for the last 10 or 15, 20 years. And we're just going to rebalance this over to Bitcoin ETF options. Once we do that, we're going to get on the phone. We're going to call up these exchanges and say, hey, you give us some Bitcoin to back these options. Again, none of this have any investor agree with. They're all making these plays happen. As long as everything, Bitcoin keeps pumping, everything's good. The moment that thing has a vicious dip, we're going to see what we keep seeing happen over and over and over again. People's pants will be caught down. You'll have the likes of BlackRock, or I'm sure they're smart to distance themselves, but BlackRock affiliated portfolios and VCs, they're going to be caught with their pants down. These funds are going to be hit. Retail market's going to be hit. And then we're going to play the entire game again. Regulators get to come in and regulate. They're going to get their cut. You get the audit firms are going to get their cut. Lawyers will get their cut. And then the taxpayers, not only are you getting effed on both ends now from the exchanges and the actual ETF portfolios, you'll get F one more time. We'll get F one more time when they say, hey, now to make sure we can take care of this and pay everybody back and everybody say, we got to take it from the taxpayers. Oh, triple whammy. So yeah, I don't know. This is probably all going to play out in the next like 3 to 5 to 7 years. Expect a Great Depression. But yes, with that being said, that was my long rant of being careful with leverage. Open interest is high. My point is exchanges, ETF options, VCs, everyone is betting against the retail market. If it works out, it works out. The Bitcoin price keeps going up, then hey, everybody wins. They're not tripping. But if that price slips, BlackRock and the VCs are going to get their money. Like they will get their money. The exchanges, the good ones, they're going to get their money too. Like it's going to be the retail market left without their money when it's all said and done. So don't add more pain and pressure to it by going crazy trying to do a margin trade as well. All right, let's see. So much more money. So much money is coming to Bitcoin. People can't see what's going to happen. Even seasoned Bitcoiners got candles loading. I love the enthusiasm, Jake. All right, speaking of enthusiasm, mentioned this earlier, Solana flips Ethereum and daily fees, surpasses 2.5 million fees in 24 hours. Now, again, this isn't like the end all be all. They're not saying this is happening every day. It just happened on a day. But the fact that they're able to do it says a lot. Solana's surging fees are correlated with growing trading activity on the network's leading decentralized exchange, Radium. Solana has surpassed Ethereum in daily network fee generation, indicating growing user activity on the world's third largest blockchain. They traded over $2.54 million worth of fees during the past 24 hours, surpassing Ethereum's $2.07 million on October 28th, making Solana the fifth largest fee-generating protocol in the crypto space, according to DeFi Llama data. Now, I haven't done any swaps or anything, transactions on Solana in the last few, well, I would say weeks, possibly a month or two. So I'm not sure what their prices are looking like in comparison to Ethereum gas fees and so on and so forth. So that could be, a consequence of high fees. Like we don't know that. Like I haven't done the due diligence. So let me know in the comments if you already know. But regardless, the fact that they're generating it, that does mean people are coming back or it's worth actually using regardless of the price. So that's pretty cool to see. Hopefully they can use that to continue growing and scaling and those type of things. But this is Radium, their leading decentralized exchange, which is generating over $3.41 million worth of fees on the Solana blockchain during the past 24 hours. Shout out to Radium. Of course, Solana is often referred to as an Ethereum killer. Again, that's why I mentioned that, hey, we'll see if they even continue to have a Ethereum, what is it? When we're looking at the Bitcoin daily size and Ethereum size, it'd be interesting to see if they even keep up with it. Let me see. I was wanting to look at Radium real quick. Is that .io? Okay, boom. I'm actually surprised I can even like click on it. Half the time it's like you're in the United States, it won't work. Okay, boom. So yeah, you can connect your wallet here. This is not an ad for them. I'm just taking a quick peek at it right now. But this is how it works. Decentralized exchanges, for those who are new, don't know, you would just connect a wallet right here. In the wallet, you usually just need an email address to sign up with. So you can just have a dump email address. Sometimes you don't even need an email for some wallets. And then you just, once your wallet's uploaded, wherever you have Solana, what else do they have? USDC, Radium, USDT, other pairs, MSO. Okay, so yeah, they got Sol Doge. Okay, so everything on Solana network. A bunch of Trump tokens, hilarious. So yeah, you can go crazy, have fun. I'm assuming like 99% of them are going to be scams or whatever, but I'm sure there's some fun ones on there also. Some of the ones that pop up. I can't remember recently they just had a one that was making people some money. So that's essentially how those fees work. You get a popular token, everyone goes to buy, sell, swap, and then you see those network fees on that network pop up as well. So that's pretty cool to see. Still the best alt chain, Solana. Okay, we still got some Solana folks in there. Uh, Cooler J said, "Y'all don't have to buy crypto, stay broke." Coinbase introduces Base Agent for creating AI agents in 3 minutes. Crypto exchange Coinbase says crypto users can utilize the template to build their own AI agent in under 3 minutes. That's right. It's called Base Agent. It's a new tool from Coinbase. It's claiming it allows crypto users to set up their own artificial intelligence agent with a crypto wallet in under 3 minutes. Once created, the agent can handle various on-chain tasks from trades to swaps and staking. Our goal here is to make it as easy as possible to start building your own AI agent, Coinbase developer Lincoln Murr said in a video posted on X on October 26th. Now, um, I keep doing this backwards. Hilarious. I don't know. My quick thoughts on this were, first Coinbase said, hey, if you want to actually do this, you have to get in touch with us, get a register for our developer kit. And then once you have all that, they'll set you up basically. So, but once set up, the AI agent can integrate with smart contracts, perform swaps, trades, and stakes, and register their own base name. Now, my thoughts are this. It is a win for technology. I'm always about new tech. So that is cool. Like I'm always about new tech. Like I'm super accepting of new tech. I would never want to be one of those people who's just like, no, it's not doing nothing to me. It's not touching me the wrong way. It's new technology, right? So I am super excited about that. Where I'm leery at is, first of all, is Coinbase allowing you to own everything you create? Or is it one of those deals where it's Gatorade? It's like, well, you're on Florida camp. It's like, I don't know. Will you create something, an agent that's just amazing and so powerful? And Coinbase is like, oh, cool. Like, thanks for creating us an agent. Like us, it's ours. We're gonna sell it too. Or is it your own agent? A, B, are there back doors to it, right? When you start doing your swaps and all this, do the fees automatically come out and go to Coinbase? Do they have access to your wallets? That's the second thing I would want to know. And then third, like, is it going to be too powerful? Right now, humans are involved in trades and swaps. I mean, of course, we still have AI and bots, especially for some of the bigger players out there. But by and large, a lot of it's still a human touch on it. What would happen if we all just started making bots? As in, that's a lot of people say that's how humans are here, right? We're here for the gods. But like seriously, we all started making bots or whatever, and we're not even touching it. I mean, I don't know how does this work? How does this look? Whoever can make the best bot, buy the best bot now. I don't know. So it just kind of gets even crazier, which is where this market is going to go. I mean, when you talk about all the technology involved, the internet money, if the metaverse ever really gets off and all this other stuff, like it could go super far. But this is kind of one of those things where it's the beginning of it, where each individual retail investor has their own botnet. Like, could you imagine if each one of us had our own botnet of like 5,000 different bots doing swaps and trades or whatever? And you can buy them in batches of 300 or something. So, like, to me, this is all the possibilities when I see this happening. So, super cool to see, but it's also just like, ooh, man, this is it's about to get very interesting. No Cap said Radium is old. Check out Jupiter. Coochie. Yeah, I think I heard about Coochie on Radium. That's hilarious. Since Ethereum isn't pumping, gas is only 12 GW. Let Ethereum pump. Those TX fees rocket. You already know. Let's see. Bitcoin doesn't respect TA traditional finance models or anything. When it goes, you're just going to be mad you didn't buy enough. All right. Codex. All right, I got to check out Codex. Let's see. Yeah, buy Bitcoin and chill. I agree with that. Right now, it's buy a lot of Bitcoin and chill. We are not going to start trusting Coinbase now, where they are moving like that right now. They're pushing their motto toward a TradeFi crypto space. Wherever they stay leery. That's my thing. It's like I'm not going to start trusting Coinbase right now either. And yeah, it's like they're not out of the kindness of their heart. Like, hey guys, we've created a way that you don't have to use us as much. I don't believe that. That's not their motto. And they're a public traded company now. That doesn't make sense as far as business in America. Like, that will get you fired. Like, wait, you creating free shit for people? Like, why? That's not what we do here, son. This is, you got stockholders now. So shareholders and stock. Yeah. So no. I agree with you. I'll be super leery. It's like, no, there's a way for Coinbase to make their ends on this as well. Let's see. The battle of the bots started back in 2008. That's why I left the sneaker game. That's very true. That is very true. When Reggie Milton podcast, actually news on that. I need to give a shout out to Reggie Milton. He sent me a lot of good information last few months on the back end that I saw. So definitely gotta get Reggie on here to get some chats going. All right, last but not least, headline is the news story itself. Just want you all to be on the lookout. Fake Curve finance app has been spotted in the App Store and the Apple Store and all that good stuff. Fake Curve finance app scams users and tops global finance charts. A fake Curve finance app has infiltrated Apple's App Store, gaining popularity despite warnings from the community. They said, look, it looks janky. It is janky, but it still made it among the top 100 finance apps on October 26th. It's been flagged already, has a poorly crafted store description, but it is out there getting people as well. So be on the lookout, not only for a fake Curve app, but fake apps in general. It happens that quick where, I mean, I'm telling you, people like, some of it is like the bored 16 to 25-year-olds or 16 to 30-year-olds who are just hacking and scamming. There is also sophisticated crime groups in this space. I am letting you know for a fact. There are sophisticated crime groups in this space. So this to them isn't a bit like what? They'll spend the money to create a fake app. They'll spend the money to market said app, and then they'll sit back and get what they get. They say, hey, maybe this is a $10,000 investment up front, $5,000 investment up front. And then within 14 hours, they're getting 50 to 100K back. So they're out there doing all of this. So be careful for these fake apps and all the good stuff. All right. Other than that, that is the show for the day. Make sure you smash that like and share. Podcast will be updated later this afternoon. And I will see you all Wednesday with some more